Hey chat, I have a beautiful cup of coffee. Yeah, and I'm in my bed. I have cried once today. I did cry one time today. God, that's delicious. That really made me a lot happier. I'm not kidding. Today, I want to talk about expectations. I need to get a mic. I know the audio quality is bad. I'm sorry. I want to talk about expectations and a few other things that trail off of that. If you even thought about clicking on this video, you probably are familiar with pressure from the outside world, your family members, people that you work with, people that do your taxes. I don't know who's putting pressure on you. I have recently realized that a lot of the expectations that I place on myself are not coming from an internal desire. They are coming from what I think I should be doing, other people's opinion of what I should be doing. I'm recently unemployed. I've been having hard days. As I've been getting up every day, I've started to think, what do I actually think I can get done in a single day? How much laundry can I do? How much of this house can I clean? And then how much more time is left over for taking care of myself? And then I get to the end of my day and I think, what happened? If I have something really important to get done, I typically get it done. But the other little things that I just convinced myself I needed to do or else I'm a big fat fucking chud, a lot of the time those do not get done. And then the sun rises again the next morning. And that got my gears grinding to like a much larger scale. Like my 5-year plan that's in my head. I started thinking about, what do I actually expect myself to do over a large span of time? How do I expect myself to behave? What do I expect myself to achieve? And how close is that to perfection? It's really fucking close. So let me explain what I do expect from myself and how it is too close to perfection, because there's genuinely a part of myself whose standards for living are unreachable. Her idea of my day is like, 1, get everyone to like you ever. 2, move a 400 piece of pound, hello? Let's try that again. 2, move a 400 pound piece of furniture by yourself. 3, figure out how to make $8,000 in 2 months. For people with really good jobs, that could happen. But for normal people, normal average people, that's not gonna happen. What's a better hyperbole? Make $8,000 in 13 days. I'm not at a point in my life where I can do that. There is so many more. And then it gets to a point with her where she just starts saying bullshit. She just starts saying things that I really, really know that I don't believe, because she also thinks that I should just like give up on my hopes and dreams and go do something normal to make everyone else happy, to not step on people's toes, go get a job, another job that I hate, and just suck it up until I like it, and get married and have babies and like say goodbye to everything that I've ever dreamed of, because it's not real. It's not real and it's never gonna happen for me. Now, the shit she believes, those aren't my thoughts. Those aren't my thoughts. That's not anything I believed since I was a kid. Other people put that shit in my head. Teachers from whenever I was very young, peers, family members, friends of family members. And sometimes it was through like a greater action, and sometimes it was through very subtle undertones of, I know better than you and you're foolish for being who you are. And like, I'm just a kid drawing a picture. I'm just a kid drawing a picture saying that someday I want to be like an artist or something. When my dad was alive and I was getting closer to college age, we were talking about like what I was going to go to school for, and I said I was really interested in interior design, and he told me, don't do that, you're gonna make no money doing that. You should be a nurse instead. You should be a traveling nurse. They make a lot of money. It'll secure your future. It'll be better. And I got upset. Like, I didn't show how upset I got, but I got upset and I went to my room and my mom talked to him and she's like, you can't tell that to your kid. You need to support your kid, even if what they're saying sounds ridiculous to you. He came into my room and he apologized and he gave me a hug and he's like, I didn't mean that. You gotta do whatever you want to do. So obviously, I've been feeling very overwhelmed. I've been feeling extremely overwhelmed by that pressure still. Not from my dad. Well, maybe a little bit, but from people who don't even know me. People who don't even have leeway over what I'm doing. People who I don't have respect for, who don't even really give good advice. I'm like, fuck, I should just listen to these unhappy old heads because they're older than me and they have more life experience and they're like the most unhappy people I've ever met in my life. No! I believe in joy and whimsy and unrealistic shit. And I like that part of myself. I like that I'm kind of fucking weird and different. I don't think I need to change the things that I want to do. I don't think that there's something wrong with me. I don't think that it's immature or childish. I don't think childish is a bad word to be. If being childish makes me more magical, more open-minded and joyful, then yes. Yes, I would rather be childish than adultish. I would like to preserve that part of myself because the world is a cruel place and I do not want it to make me a cruel person. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. There are some people in my life who help my family a lot, and for that reason, I do look to pleasing them in a way. But at the same time, if you make yourself appeasing to another person, you make yourself unacceptable to a different person, and you make yourself unacceptable to yourself. I don't know if what I'm about to say is gonna make sense, but it's almost like my body recently had started to reject the person that I was trying to get myself to be, because that person was not the person I wanted to be. It was one of the other nasty voices in my head. Hey, you could probably play a drinking game with the amount of videos on my channel where I reference a voice in my head, because I'm disturbingly emotionally aware. Anyways, don't ever place your value in how good another person thinks you are by their standards, especially if you don't even respect their standards. Someone was talking to me about how important pensions are and that I need to find a job with good health care where I can just retire young. They were telling me, just go be a prison guard. I have a friend who's a prison guard and she loves it, by the way. I am a person whose career is very important to me. Not that my friend isn't in the same boat. She's got different priorities. She's got a family. I love the hell out of her. I wish I could be a prison guard. But I know if I went to go be a prison guard, I wouldn't give a fuck. And I've had so many jobs where I just didn't give a fuck about the work and I left because it drove me insane. I've learned this about myself. I need to care. I need to care about the shit that I'm doing deeply. And I'm sure there are prison guards out there who their good reason is like they love to be a positive reinforcement to the inmates and they believe very strongly in getting people back out into the world on a better page in a new light. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Hey, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I'm passionate about. Unfortunately, I do have to be passionate about the things that I'm doing or else I'm not going to do them. That is a double-edged sword, because am I passionate about paying bills? I pay my bills. I think it would be wise to look at where your thoughts are coming from. And I'm self-obsessed and my brain just works in that way where I'm constantly analyzing my emotions. I think that's why I'm able to sort of unlock why I feel certain ways. I know that does not come naturally to a lot of people. Listen, I hope you figure your shit out sincerely, because you are a sweet little angel baby and you are deserving of happiness in whatever form you find it. You are deserving of contentment, okay? I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye. Mwah.